Welcome to Fiberbeat Video Supplement 5, Yarn for Art's Sake. JC Boggs, aka Insubordinate, is the Pied Piper of the art yarn scene. Her whimsical and architectural fiber creations seem impossible. I mean, look at it. It's unconventional, quirky, playful, even mischievous. But the one thing it isn't is boring. JC teaches workshops that focus on the building blocks of these crazy beautiful yarns. If you can't attend a session in person, you can always have JC in your living room, courtesy of her Sit and Spin DVD. Or just stay tuned for a few tips and tricks. We're here today with JC Boggs, and JC is...
My yarn hat?
I think you should have your yarn hat on. It'll just be like, I should pan and be like, what is on your head? So, JC, you led this really amazing workshop today, which is all about art yarns and how to create them. And I'm curious, can you show us what are some examples of the yarns that one can produce if you take your your workshop? Exactly.
This is maybe the most popular yarn technique that I do, and it is called the coiled yarn. So let me get it straightened out here. So you get coils. Some people call them coils. Some people think they look like a little sperm. But this is maybe the most popular. Everyone wants to learn how to do this.
It's so beautiful. It's amazing.
Do you have enough of that?
Yeah. Let's go with that. So what is that called?
This is coils.
Okay.
And this is a plied technique. So you spin a single and you ply it to make the coils. This is super coils, right? So it's opposed to the little bundles. You get more of a straight-on, straight, constant coil.
Okay.
Which,
so I'm gonna get really close.
This is one of the only techniques that it's really hard to make balanced. There's also a lot of other less coily ones. There's things like this, right, where you're getting twists. I call these the twists, where these little twists are hanging on.
Okay, so I'll get really close to that. It's funny, he doesn't really know what to focus on. There's so much going on. It's fabulous. Okay.
And these are single technique yarns. So for workshops, I generally like to bring examples of, this yarn is full of twists and this yarn is full of coils, but often there's more than one in a yarn, such as this, which has, these little halos. See if you can see those little halos.
Yeah.
It also has things called tiny circles, which look like this. Has wraps. It has, one yarn generally will have a lot of, has coils, but it also has stuff like Turkish knots.
Let's see that up close. Amazing.
So you can really mix techniques, but some of these, like I said, are single technique yarns. So there's a lot. This is not all. There's thick and thin, which I know you all spun when you started spinning. Let me open it up.
Okay.
But this is kind of like a very balanced, kind of even though it's thick and thin, you have this very kind of regular thick spots. And you actually use this yarn to make the coiled yarn.
Okay.
Michael learned how to do that today.
So let's do a little spinner's eye view.
All right.
So you have a Lendrum wheel, is this correct?
I do. And I have, right now, I have a bulky head on it, the plying head. However, last workshop that I taught, I did it all on a regular head. So don't let the size of your orifice affect your spinning. Oh my gosh, don't show this part. Terrible. And I'm going to tie it together. Never do that. Never just tie it on.
For expediency's sake, yes.
Never do that when I knit. Okay, so let me get past this little part real quick.
And I'm going to zoom in.
All right. I have a hang now. Attractive. Okay, so when you're spinning a coil, you want a thick and thin yarn that is slightly overspun.
Okay.
When you spin, you're holding this lace weight or a lace weight that you spun. This is a cone. You're putting a lot of tension on that. So all your tension is on this straight out from the orifice.
Okay.
This is out to the side at, say, somewhere between a 90 and a 45 degree angle. So your tension is on there. You're going to anchor it at the top, switch the tension, wind it on at this angle, give it a couple treadles to tighten it up so it's not poofy and to encourage, what's the word I'm looking for?
Structural integrity.
Structural integrity and also definition.
Definition, yes.
Push it up gently, switch tension again to anchor it so your coil doesn't move around.
Yeah.
And then continue spinning. So you get a very...
That is so beautiful.
Let's do that one more time.
Okay.
You're going to switch tension and let that wind on as an anchor. Switch tension again, wind this on at this angle where you get kind of this seashell effect. If you wind it on too hard, too deep of an angle, you get this, or too shallow and you get kind of this foldy. So this like perfect angle right here. Treadle it a couple times before you push up. That's a nice feel right there. You push it up. Switch tension, anchor it again so it doesn't move around, and you have this perfect little coil.
Awesome.
Just like that.
Now, if we wanted to find out what else you could do with these techniques, where would we find all that?
You would find it on my DVD, Sit and Spin, which you can get on my website.
Awesome. JC, thank you so much for speaking with us today.
Thank you so much.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I've been completely seduced by JC's yarn and her techniques, and I know you will be too. Thanks, viewers, for tuning in to this Fiberbeat video supplement. Don't forget to enter our contest for a signed copy of the Sit and Spin DVD. Details are in the Fiberbeat Ravelry group or on fiberbeat.com.